I'm going to be your course presenter. My name is Lee Baker and I'm the CEO of a company called Chi-Squared Innovations. I've got a lot of experience with data. I've been working with it for almost 20 years now. I started off working on the Visible Human Project dataset. After that I moved on to the Human Genome Project and then onto a European soils database. Now these were quite large data sets. At the time they were considered to be what's called big data, although these days these would not be classed as big data. Big data is of course a moving target, but anyway, the point is I've had a lot of experience with data, almost 20 years of it. And the last job that I had before I struck out on my own and formed my own company is I was a statistical consultant. I worked as a medical statistician for 7 years for one of the largest teaching hospitals in Europe, and I worked with pathologists, surgeons, microbiologists and lots of other specialities. And over those 7 years I worked with over 100 researchers and I analysed for them over 300 data sets. And during that time I had a lot of questions that were asked of me, and one of the main questions was, what are you? What do you do? And I always found it difficult to answer that question. I started off my life as a physicist, but I quickly moved on from that, and so I really don't class myself as a physicist. I spent a lot of time in bioinformatics, but I don't consider myself a specialist in that either. I've moved on to statistics, but I don't consider myself a specialist in that either. I've picked up a lot of skills over the years and a lot of experience in lots of different areas, but I wouldn't consider myself an expert in any of them. And then one day I was telling somebody this and they said, oh, haven't you heard? There's a new job title that's come out recently, one called a data scientist. Oh, okay, not heard of that before. I went and looked it up, and it basically described all the different skills that I've got about computer programming, artificial intelligence, statistics, handling data. Oh, okay, I've sort of been doing this job already for years even before the term had been coined. So I suddenly got my identity back. I had an identity crisis for years. I didn't know what I was in academia, but now I know what I am. I'm a data scientist, and it turns out that data science skills are very, very important these days. So I decided to take the plunge and get out and start working for myself. So I formed a company called Chi-Squared Innovations, and for the past 5 years I've been creating automated data analysis programs using the skills that I've learnt over the last couple of decades for myself and to create automated programs. During all of my time in academia, I've always taught. I've got a lot of data science skills, and at every stage I've taught all these skills that I've got for almost 20 years, and I've always enjoyed teaching. And when I left academia I realised that I really missed it. So I started writing books to try to fill that gap. I wrote a few books, but the problem with writing books is it just takes too long to write them. A short book could take 3 months, a longer book can take 6, 9, 12 months to write. And when you're trying to run a company, that's a huge amount of time. The commitment is just too large to just keep writing books. So I decided instead that rather than writing books, I would create the Data Science University, which is dedicated to teaching online video courses, to all stuff to do with data science. So I create now video courses to teach things about data cleaning, stats, modelling, computer programming, and potentially other stuff too. And so here I've got an invitation to you. I want you to come and check out our courses. Come and tell me what you think. Tell me what you love about our courses and what you hate about them. In particular, I want you to tell me when you hate them, because if you tell me you love it, I don't get to learn very much from that. But if you tell me you hate it, why do you hate it? Where's my opportunity to learn? And here it is. So come and tell me what you love and hate about our courses. Better still, tell me the things that you're having difficulty with. Tell me what you need. And if enough of you tell me the same things maybe, just maybe, will create the right course for you. Okay, so that's enough about me. Thank you very much for enrolling for this course. I really hope that you enjoy it and you get something really valuable out of it. If you've got any questions at all, please feel free to drop me a line and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you.